You cannot go around sacrificing your whole team. The next thing you know, when you lonely, you go around and Twitter about this like you going through postpartum depression. Shut the fuck up.
Kodak Black's close friend, Wiz, also known as the Wizard, lost his life a few years ago. And now, new information has people wondering if Kodak himself might be facing serious trouble for it. Back in 2021, Wiz was discovered outside a house in Delray Beach, and from that moment, the rumors went wild. People online were spreading all kinds of twisted stories, even claiming his body was disrespected. But police quickly confirmed most of that wasn't true. Still, the situation was strange enough to raise eyebrows everywhere. Authorities later said that Wiz was actually attacked somewhere else before being left in that yard, which made the whole case even more mysterious. It took investigators a few years to piece things together, but in 2024, they finally arrested a man named HMT Trey, accusing him of being involved in what happened to Wiz. HMT Trey had been feuding with Wiz and his Double M crew for years, and their beef had turned serious. Things heated up even more after HMT Trey's mother, Misty, lost her life in March 2021, which many believe was connected to that same street rivalry. Reports said the two sides had been clashing for a while, friends getting hurt, houses targeted, and tempers reaching dangerous levels. Back in 2020,
y'all talking about long live that nigga. Yeah, long live.
One of HMT Trey's homies, Vis, was caught in the crossfire, and that situation only made things worse. Word on the street was that someone close to Double M might have been connected to that, and from there, it spiraled out of control. Cops later claimed that a man named Liberia Sig might have had a role in what happened to Wiz too. And that's where things get even wilder. According to new reports, Kodak Black was allegedly ready to offer Sig $20,000 to go after Wiz, a claim that has shocked a lot of people in the hip-hop community. Sig had already been accused of being involved in other violent cases around that time, which made the situation even messier. Authorities hit him and his crew with a massive RICO indictment, accusing them of being tied to several serious crimes. Sig is still trying to fight the charges while sitting behind bars, and that's where the new paperwork came from. The morning Wiz passed away, investigators say one of Sig's associates, James Samuel, sent him a photo from the scene. Then later that day, another man, Lil Ray, shared his location so they could meet up with someone named Martavia Cross. Authorities now believe Sig may have helped move Wiz's body after the incident.
Let's just rap.
I had your password, yes or no? I had your password, yes or no? I had your password. I had your password.
But according to phone records, there's even more going on behind the scenes. Texts between Sig and a man named Denzel, sent about a month before the tragedy, allegedly mentioned that Kodak Black wanted to pay $20,000 to take care of WizDaWizard. The situation is messy, the rumors are wild, and the paperwork has everyone talking. Kodak Black, aka Yak, and Wiz were once super close. They had real love and loyalty for each other, and Kodak even helped Wiz get connected with his label back in 2021. But soon after, their friendship reportedly hit a rough patch over money. That's when whispers started flying around that Kodak might have had something to do with what happened to Wiz, especially since he dropped a few songs that made people raise their eyebrows. Right after Wiz passed, Kodak released a track called Back for Everything, where he said, "Yeah, Double M gang, but I ain't talking Rick Ross Double M gang. I took that from Wiz. Rest in peace, my homie, but it's his fault the way he let them hurt you." Fans were shocked. He was literally calling out his late friend in a verse that felt emotional, angry, and guilty all at once. People online started saying Kodak sounded like he was talking directly to Wiz.
Bro, we pussy as fuck, man. I know y'all from Africa too. I just hate the Africans who act like y'all better than motherfuckers and like we y'all Africans should have never sold niggas, bro. Bro, film. People, bro, why you think slavery go good, bro? I'm not mad at slavery, bro, because white people are enslaving people.
Almost like he was trying to explain himself through the lyrics. Then on the song Silent Hill with Kendrick Lamar, Kodak dropped another set of bars that had fans connecting dots again. He rapped, "I called a bail off a Google app. I'm the type to get my shooter whack. I had to survive off a tuna pack." When fans heard that, they thought he was hinting at losing people close to him because of street situations. He kept stirring things up when he dropped Keys to the City in 2025. In that one, he said, "Soon a rapper say it's up. I'm trying to pull up on a sprinter. I'm a gangster in a suit and I'm always in the loop. I got shooters for my shooters. They know I'm a shooter too." That bar had fans convinced once again that Kodak was still speaking on Wiz's death. It didn't help that Kodak was allegedly posting stuff online that looked like he was trolling about the situation. But here's the twist. Kodak also made emotional posts saying things like, "Sitting in my room crying, don't feel like myself." It looked like he was battling a lot of guilt and sadness. Still, his own cousin, G1 Don, jumped online and accused Kodak of betraying his own people, calling him out for snaking those closest to him while pretending to feel bad afterward. And apparently, Wiz wasn't the only one caught in the storm. Rumors say there was another guy connected to the situation named 26CJ. CJ was tight with both Wiz and Kodak, but he also had ties to the other side of their beef, specifically to HMT Trey's crew. Word around the streets was that CJ switched up on Wiz and might have been paid off to help set him up. After Wiz's death, CJ reportedly went online bragging and even posted a picture of cash arranged to spell out King Code, which many people thought was a diss. Things got heated after that. CJ and Kodak were said to be at odds, and CJ hinted online that he had some dirt on Kodak that he was ready to expose. Before CJ could ever say what it was, tragedy struck. He was found dead, and the scene shocked everyone. It looked like someone had targeted him in a brutal way. People online immediately started connecting it back to Wiz's situation. Wiz's cousin Wom Spindaband even went live and said someone played with Wiz and got burned for it. That statement had fans thinking CJ's death might have been revenge for what happened to Wiz. But then another theory spread, that Kodak might have had something to do with it himself. Worried that CJ was about to reveal too much about the Wiz case, Kodak Black's circle keeps getting smaller, and the rumors just keep getting louder. Word on the street is that he's been falling out with almost every one of his old homies, and one of the wildest stories out there says he might have even had beef with his day one Jackboy. Back in the day, Kodak and Jackboy were like brothers. When Jackboy was locked up in juvie, he always said Kodak was the only one who held him down, checking in, sending money, and keeping him straight. But once Jackboy officially joined Sniper Gang, things started getting messy real quick. The tension first sparked when Kodak started trading shots with NBA Youngboy. Jackboy stayed loyal to Yak and jumped right into the drama, standing by his side online and in tracks. But then Kodak flipped the script, claiming Jackboy was the one who started the whole beef. From there, things went downhill fast. The two began dissing each other nonstop, throwing shade on social media, dropping sneak lines in songs, and letting everyone know the friendship was done. But things took a dark turn when someone reportedly tried to target Jackboy after one of his shows. Jackboy and his crew were leaving in a Sprinter van, but at the same time, another van, filled with innocent women, was pulling out too. Suddenly, a car rolled up and opened fire. Tragically, they hit the wrong van, and an innocent woman lost her life that night. Police later arrested 13 people connected to a Crip-affiliated group known as OTF, claiming they wanted to take out Jackboy to earn street points and clout with Kodak. Even though there's no proof Kodak had anything to do with it, fans couldn't help but start connecting the dots. Not long after Wiz's passing, Jackboy posted an emotional photo with his late friend and wrote, "Long live WizDaWizard. People hate what they can't control." That post had everyone thinking Jackboy knew way more about what went down between Wiz and Kodak than he was letting on. For a while, Kodak didn't respond publicly to Jackboy, but the tension between them didn't fade. Then, in October 2025, 2 people were shot in Kodak's neighborhood. Jackboy immediately went online, mocking the situation and posting, "They better go get their CDL license." Fans took that as a jab, suggesting Kodak's crew was out of control. Kodak didn't clap back online, but once again, whispers started spreading that someone might have tried to target Jackboy a second time. In May 2025, shots were fired at a restaurant Jackboy owned in Oakland called Pierre Pierre. 2 people inside were hit, though they both survived. Almost immediately, rumors spread that Kodak had something to do with it, but again, there's zero proof to back that up. Jackboy wasn't even at the restaurant that night, which only made the story sound more like online gossip than solid evidence. And still, the pattern of street drama around Kodak wouldn't stop. Just a few months later, in August 2025, Wiz's cousin Wom Spindaband was tragically shot and lost his life. Fans once again pointed fingers at Yak, believing there might have been some leftover tension from the whole Wiz situation. Wom had been going through it ever since Wiz passed. In 2024, he'd even been shot by a woman during a wild altercation, later posting about it on Instagram, writing, "Bruh, I can't catch a break." Then a year later, in August 2025, Wom reportedly got into an argument with someone he knew, and that's when everything went wrong. Now the streets are buzzing again, wondering if Kodak is just cursed by bad luck, or if there's way more going on behind the scenes. The drama around Yak, Wiz, Jackboy, and Wom keeps getting deeper, and every new twist makes people question who's really loyal and who's playing dangerous games. 10 loud pops echoed through the night, and when police arrived, Wom was already gone. The news shocked everyone, especially since Wom and Kodak Black had fallen out after Wiz passed away. Their friendship had turned sour, and Wham had even dropped a track that many people thought was aimed straight at Kodak. In that song, Wham rapped, "These dudes be paying for hits on bro. You ain't real, I'ma get all of you. Put it on Wiz, I'ma hit about 9. Those bars sent the internet into chaos. Fans thought Wham was accusing Kodak of being involved in street stuff behind the scenes, and that made things even messier between them. When news broke about Wham's passing, people immediately started speculating that his rivals had caught him slipping. But according to police reports, Wham might have been betrayed by someone close to him instead. They haven't made any arrests yet, but investigators reportedly don't believe the HMT crew had anything to do with it. Still, that hasn't stopped people from throwing Kodak's name into the mix again. Wham had been deep in the streets ever since his younger cousin Jib lost his life years earlier. Jib, who was WizDaWizard's brother, wasn't even active in the street life, but his death allegedly sparked a long cycle of violence. Both Wiz and Wham were said to have changed after that tragedy, and Wham often hinted at his pain and anger through his music. In one of his tracks, KTB Wham rapped, "You better not try to run, yeah, I'll get my payback. Little Jib got laid down, I caught 3, yeah, you know that's facts." Lyrics like that had fans worried that Wham was still living dangerously and surrounded by too much chaos. There were plenty of people who didn't like him, but police now think it might have been an inside setup. Someone from his own circle who turned on him. Meanwhile, rumors online are spinning out of control. Some are saying that federal investigators have been quietly building a major case against Kodak, claiming they want to bring him down once and for all. People think Yak has been spiraling lately, getting into new arguments online, acting reckless, and even feuding again with NBA YoungBoy. Fans are saying Kodak's wild behavior might come from stress, like he knows something big is coming. And his career hasn't been looking too bright lately either. Once known for topping the charts every time he dropped, Kodak's 2025 album only sold 12,000 copies in its first week. That's a huge drop for someone who used to dominate the rap game. Lately, he's been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Like that time he went viral for controversial comments about history that rubbed fans the wrong way. People on social media have been clowning him nonstop, but all that internet backlash might be the least of his worries right now. Because if what the rumors say is true, Kodak could be facing way more than bad press. He could be looking at a serious legal storm that's been quietly building behind the scenes. Kodak Black's world seems to be spinning faster than ever, and not in a good way. Every headline, every rumor, every post seems to drag him deeper into drama that just won't end. From the loss of his friends to the endless beefs, the streets are talking louder than the music these days. People are asking the real question, has Kodak finally hit the point of no return? After everything that's gone down, the tension with Wiz, the split with Jackboy, and the tragedy with Wham, it feels like the walls are closing in around him. Even some of his closest people have started distancing themselves, saying Yak isn't the same anymore. He's been seen looking out of it during live streams, mumbling through interviews, and posting cryptic messages that make fans worry about his mental state. Social media has become one of Kodak's biggest enemies lately. Every time he goes live, clips end up on blogs within minutes, sparking another wave of gossip. Some fans think he's just playing the internet for attention, but others believe he's fighting real battles behind closed doors. Either way, the man who once dominated the charts with hit after hit is now surrounded by controversy and confusion. And it's not just the drama with his crew that's catching up to him. Behind the scenes, sources say law enforcement might be moving in closer. There's talk that federal agents are investigating everything from old street ties to alleged money moves. It's all speculation right now. But the buzz is loud, and where there's smoke, there's usually something cooking. Meanwhile, the music that made Kodak a household name doesn't seem to be hitting the same. Fans online say his lyrics sound more emotional lately, like he's venting through the pain. On one track, he talks about loyalty, loss, and the cost of fame, saying, "I lost more friends than I gained from this fame. I can't sleep right, cause I'm still feeling pain." That line hit deep with fans, reminding everyone that under all the headlines, Kodak is still a person dealing with real-life heartbreak. But it's hard to ignore the fact that trouble seems to follow him everywhere. One week he's arguing with other rappers, the next he's trending for saying something wild in an interview. Then you blink, and there's another headline about legal issues or old cases coming back up. It's like every time Kodak takes one step forward, something drags him 3 steps back. The rap game itself has changed too. New artists are taking over, and the spotlight that once belonged to Yak is starting to fade. People are calling him out for being stuck in the same cycle: fame, beef, and chaos. Even some of his old supporters are saying it might be time for him to take a break, get his head right, and focus on what really matters before it's too late. Still, not everyone's against him. There are plenty of loyal fans who refuse to give up on Kodak, saying he's just going through a rough patch. They're hoping he can turn things around, clean up his image, and make the kind of comeback that would silence everyone who doubted him. And to be fair, if there's one thing Kodak has always done, it's surprise people when they least expect it. Right now, though, the pressure's higher than it's ever been. Between the constant rumors of investigations, the internet drama, and the falling friendships, Yak is walking a thin line. If he doesn't slow down soon, he could end up losing everything he worked for. The fame, the fortune, and the respect that once made him one of the hottest names in the game. At the same time, this could also be the moment that changes everything for him. Maybe this is the wake-up call he needs to step back, rebuild his circle, and focus on his craft instead of the chaos. Maybe Kodak can find that spark again and remind everyone why they fell in love with his music in the first place. Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure. This story isn't over yet. The streets are still talking, the blogs are still posting, and the fans are still watching every move he makes. Whether Kodak Black comes out of this stronger or falls deeper into the mess is something only time will tell. So what do you think? Will Kodak bounce back and reclaim his spot, or has the drama gone too far this time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's talk about it. And if you made it this far, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest stories in hip-hop and street culture. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss the next upload, because trust me, what's coming next is gonna be wild. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.